problem. So I don't know if it disconnected. So again, I try my best to connect and use various methods. So today, but right now the voice is clear to everyone. Okay. So let's start the session. Come into the sitting posture. Keep your back, neck straight, align. Gently close your eyes and go into your posture. 3 times Om and Shanti. So take few minutes, deep, prolonged, slow inhalation and deep, prolonged, slow exhalation. Now inhale for the Om. 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 Shanti. 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 Feel the vibration and sensation. Join your both palms. Rub your palms. Place on your eyes. Feel the warmth. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm. Gently open up your eyes with a deep smile and say Om Shanti. So, welcome to the Ayurveda class. We discuss about the three dosha and Agni, how the three dosha is connected with the Agni and how Agni is connected with the three dosha, right? Now today we're gonna talk about the three malas, amas. And before talking about three malas, understand the three guna. Okay, I'll write it down for you. So three guna. TRI. Triguna. 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 So first Triguna is Sattva. You heard about it. Sattva. Second Raj. Third Tam. Sattva, Raj and Tam. Three guna. These are the types of guna. Three guna. And These three guna is forming the Panch Mahabhut. So three guna is composing, these all three guna is composing Panch Mahabhut. Panch Mahabhut. What these three guna? So this whole cosmos, everything around, if you write. Guys, done? Can you hear me?
Now, yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, okay. So Triguna, what is Triguna? So Triguna, basically, this whole cosmos, the planet, uh, like cosmos, our Milky Way galaxy, and there's millions of the galaxies, stars, moon, everything is made of the Triguna. Okay, this whole cosmos. So even atom is made of the Triguna. Atom is made of the Panch Mahabhut, and Panch Mahabhut is composed by the Triguna. Okay, so the quality of the matter like even in the physics and the metaphysics, we say that matter has the energy. So what kind of energy? Three types of energy the matter is having it. So they divide it like electron, proton, or neutron, right? Have you heard about these names? Electron, proton, and neutrons. So you can understand in spirituality, we have given the name Sattva, Raj, and Tam, the quality of the matter. The matter has certain kind of quality within it, so that divided into the three forms according to their function, which give, which the function of the matter. So function one like matter, same matter is doing the function of getting the peace, harmony, like sattu. This quality, the gun, Triguna, gun means quality, okay, nature, attributes, characteristic. Three matlab three types of the quality of the matter. And what are the qualities of the matter? Whole this cosmos is made of the matter, right? And there are three types of the quality. One, sattva. Sattva quality, if I want to explain, sattva means harmony. When substance and matter is harmonious and calm, relax, these are the quality of this. Because of Sattvagun, you are calm, you are relaxed, and same in the environment, same in the cosmos. When cosmos at the peace, relax, calm, then because of the Sattvagun is working in the environment and also working within you. Okay, then Rajagun. Rajagun is what? Rajas. or Raj. Rajas means activeness, movement, movement within you and movement in the cosmos. This movement is happened because of the Rajaguna. So same matter, but when there is a movement in the matter, then it's happened because of the Rajaguna, because of the Raj quality. Okay, and which give you the movement, like you walk, you talk, you run. These are the R movements. You blink, right? These are the you talk, R movements, R action. So these movements happen because of the Rajaguna. And same in the environment, every movement is happening in the environment and in the cosmos. That's happened because of the Rajaguna. Now, when there is a pause, when there is a no movement, not a movement, this nothing is moving. That because of the thumb. Last, thumb gun give the pause to the movement within you and the outside environment. Whole day you cannot walk, you cannot talk. You pause, no? You take the break from the action. You sleep because of the thumb gun. You sleep because of the thumb gun. You sit because of the thumb gun. So there's a pause in your action. That pause happened because of the thumb gun. Same in the environment. There's a pauses, multiple. You couldn't see that pauses, but there's a pauses in the environment as well. Like if you're throwing the stone, some point it gonna stop, no? The stone gonna stop, remain still. That stillness happened because of the thumb gun. So these are the three qualities of the matter, basic quality, and this prevalent in entire cosmos and within you. And this three guna is composing the Panch Mahabhut. Remember Panch Mahabhut we talked about in the previous session, right? 5 gross element. So your thumb is fire, Agni, your this index finger representing the Vayu, that is the air element. Then this middle ear finger represent the Akash, space element. Then your ring finger represent your Prithvi. Prithvi, it means earth element. And then your tiny finger representing the water element, the Jal. Okay, so you can, fingers are representing the 5 gross element. These 5 gross element are formed, or how they are formed? Because of the 3 guna. And these gross element making the 3 dosha. Remember 3 dosha we talked about it? That Vata is made of the Vayu, that air, plus Akash, space. Then Pitta is made of Agni, that called fire, plus the water element, right? And then the Kapha is made of the Prithvi, the earth element, plus water, Jal. Okay, so these are composing the 3 dosha. Now link is clear that what is the top start point? 3 guna is composing Panch Mahabhut composing the 3 dosha. Okay, so in Ayurveda mostly they believe if certain problems, so you have the 3 guna within yourself as well. Okay, and that's why you feel like Tridosha is more like 3 guna. But there's a slightly difference between the 3 guna, because 3 dosha is composed indirectly, composed by the 3 guna. So we have the similarities as well. Okay, so when you are active, it's because of the Rajgun and because of the Pitta gun. Pitta in 3 dosha is Pitta, make you active, right? Absorbing the food make you more active. Kapha is more like a Tamgun, right? It's more associated with the Tamgun, lazy, lethargic, cold. So it's more associated with the Tamgun. Then come the Vat. Vat is also related to the Rajagun. Okay, Raj and Tamagun. Both gun are in the Vat. Sattvagun is basically when you are relaxed, when you are calm. So mostly Sattvagun is the quality of the Akash. Akash, when there is Akash, is the quality of the Sattvagun. So we are not going in detail much about it, but understand this link. Okay, so that's why we connect it to the cosmic energy. Have you heard this word? It's very common, cosmic energy. So cosmic energy is like because Triguna and Triguna within us and outside environment as well. Okay, so this is the link. And so when diseases are forming, is also diseases are forming in your body because of Sattvagun is not present much, and you have either having the Rajogun more or the Tamogun more in your body. Okay, and because of that, you are having the disease more. But if you get more Sattvagun, like the yogi, if you're following the path of the yoga and you becoming the yogi, your Sattvagun become higher. Here we are not talking about the balance between the Tamogun, Rajogun and Sattvagun. We are talking about then increment in the Sattvagun. If you have the Sattvagun higher than the Tamogun and Rajogun, it means you are healthy. You are at the peaceful state. In Tridosha, we talked about the balance of all three dosha, but here in Triguna, we should acquire more Sattvagun to give our self healthy lifestyle or healthy body or mental and physical health or emotional level of health would be controlled by the Sattvagun. If you increase Sattvagun, you are more healthy than the previously one, right? Got it? This much you understood? Okay. Now let's talk about the other part. Write it down. Now we're going to discuss about the malas. Trimala. So TR. Trimala. Okay. Or Trimalas. So your feces or stool, urine, sweat. Write it down. Okay, done. So Trimalas. Three. Three is very much important word in Ayurveda. Everything is three. So three malas. Malas means waste of your body. Okay, and understand the waste of your body though you are having the various kind of the waste which is coming through your nostril, your eyes, your ear, your navel, your vaginal waste, also your menstruation waste, right? And each and every pores of your body, each pore of your body taking out the waste. Okay, then there is a cellular level of the waste is coming out. Carbon dioxide is again the waste, right? Each and every cell is producing, taking out the waste from the body. But in Ayurveda, Swami Vagvarji, in Ashtanga Hridayam, Swami Vagvarji explained that waste, these three important waste play very important role, very crucial. And even the modern, allopathic treatment, if you go to the modern doctor, this physician, they also keep, ask about that how's your poo, your pee, your urine, right? They keep asking these things. How's your sweat is smelling or not? So these are what the waste of your body would become the medium to diagnose the problems of your body. And whenever you have any kind of problem, these waste gonna give you the signal. The color of your poo gonna change, color of your pee gonna change, urine color, it becomes smelly, right? Then your sweat becomes smelly. It means these are the symptoms that something wrong is going on in your body. And even the doctors, modern or even Ayurvedic doctor or yoga therapist, they figure out your problems through by checking it. You go for the stool check, right? P check, you go for that. And for that you have the test, certain kind of test. But in ancient time, especially in African culture, you know how they diagnose the diabetic. They tell you have to pee on the colonies of the ant, and when ant is crawling on your pee, which you have done, and they are licking your urine, like which is throwing out on the mud, their colony. It means sugar is present in your urine, and that's how they diagnose that you are having the diabetes. And even in the modern time, there is a one hospital which diagnose all the problem through checking the urine. They are not doing the test, urinal test, but just by seeing the urine, they take the urine in the bowl. It is in the Dharamshala in Indian continent. There is one place in Dharamshala. They take the urine of the patient in the bowl, and doctor check, like they do like this, something like this, and they see the color of the urine and they check the smell, and they diagnose the problem. Are you understanding how much deeper level of senses you are having it, that you can just by smelling and by seeing the color you can diagnose the problem. And this is not today but ancient time. Doctors are very smart. They used to be very smart. Now we require many tests. They just by checking your urine smell and everything, they figure out the problems. So if you pay attention towards your urine, your stool, your sweat, even female body throughout the month, we have different kind of smell. Have you figured out? You never observed it. Now today start observing it, right? So you become your own doctor. Just observe your smell of the sweat. That how you are smelling. In during the periods you have the different kind of smell, and when you are in the ovulation, when you have the high ovulation time, when you conceive, that time you have a different kind of smell. And there's a smell in your vaginal parts also. So you have to pay attention towards those smell. And that's why don't use the artificial fragrance, because it's gonna suppress your natural smell. So these things you can diagnose the problems and understand when your three malas, how it gonna affect. When your three dosha is affected, your agni is affected. Now you cannot properly digest the food, and so your three malas gonna affect. These things are linked. Okay, so because food is not absorbed properly by your body, so either you have indigestion or constipation. If you get one day, everybody faces in their life the constipation, right? Or indigestion. This is very common. Everyone, not a single person say that I'm not suffering from constipation. Once in a while, you have the constipation and your mind is there. One day, only you are not going for poo. Your mind is there, like, oh my God, I'm not good, right? You feel that kind of thing. So three malas. So proper waste is not coming out, and it's affected by because your Agni, your Jathar Agni is imbalance, and your three dosha is imbalance. So your three malas later on gonna affect by that whole thing, and then it give you the symptoms that something wrong is going on. So ideal color of your poo is little bit yellowish, a little bit, grayish and yellowish. But if it's your stool become black or the red, it means you have to seek the help of the doctor immediately. There's a blood is coming out in your stool, and that's why it's become the color of, you are having the color black and the red. But if you have the beetroot, spinach, then that's also change your color of the poo. So don't go for the doctor. Just feel like if you're having these kind of things, like if you're taking the beetroot juice, no, immediately you have red color in your stool. So that's normal. Even your pee color also gonna change. Okay, so there's no harm. But the ideal color of the, and in morning time you have the little bit orange color of your urine. That's normal. But rest of the day you have slightly yellowish is okay. But if your urine is too much smelly and whole day you are having the yellowish color of the urine, it means you have to take the help of the doctor or the Ayurvedic doctor, whatever um, medicine and treatment you believe, you can take the help of that kind of doctor. Okay, so poo, pee, and your sweat would be affected. So if pitta go imbalance, you start sweating lot and you have the smell in your sweat. Okay, so this gonna affect when you get the pitta high. I'm just giving you the example right now that how the imbalance of the three dosha gonna affect your three malas. Okay, and pitta people have also the stool there become what a little bit withering like khula, how I'll call it's gives little bit noise. Vata people have constipated like tight, very tight, dry stool. Kapha people have the smooth stool, and pitta people have little bit loose stool. Okay, it means you have the, and also pitta people also get the constipation also. Vat also get the constipated, and pitta also get the constipated. Both have the symptoms, but sometimes they have the loose stool as well. Okay, so these are the symptoms which you have to figure out. So observe. I know it's a little bit yucky. Who's gonna see your poo and pee, right? Daily you're gonna observe. So it's become difficult, but it is in you. This is your part of the body. Something is not coming out. It is within you. You are yucky. Yes, these filthy things is the part of your body, and there's a many years of the stool is remaining in your large intestine which is not clean. Many years of the food particles are there, so you cannot imagine how much filth and dirt and so yucky things are inside your body. So you have to observe it. Just see the changes of your poo and pee. Start observing it. Don't feel yucky about it. It is the part of your body. And that is also, and you require the mala. And these three mala are also important to growth of the cell as well. Okay. it is very much important, because if stool is quickly gonna pass from your body, it's not remain in your body. Uh, too much time it is there, then it is again harmful. If it's quickly coming out, like it's happening in digestion, quickly coming out, then you go weak, right? Then absorption of the nutrition doesn't absorbed by the belly of your small intestine and large, even large intestine and your stomach. Food would not be, nutrition would be not taken by, absorbed by the belly of your body, your stomach, small intestine and large intestine. So mala is important for few hours. It has to be there. Like once and twice you are going for poo, that's good. Even some people have the natural way, as the tendency, your natural tendency. Today modern science say that 2 times a day you have to go it, but you cannot generalize it. There is a natural tendency of the individual. Even twice, if you cannot go, once in a day you are going for your poo, that's completely okay, doesn't matter at all. Even like 2 days and thrice a day you are going for poo, that's also okay. It doesn't mean you have the constipation. Okay, it depends natural tendency. If your natural tendency is disturbed by anything, because of your traveling, you are traveling and you, because some people when they travel they get constipated, right? Or they get indigestion because the environment is changed. So your mala also affected, and also affected by your nervous breakdown. If you become agitated, frustrated, before going for interview or public speaking, you have the need of going for pee, and have these. So that's also the because your psychosomatic system is connected to your waste system, excretory system, right? So it's very normal. But if your natural tendency is changed, then you have to take the help of the doctor, otherwise you don't require. Okay, clear this much? Tremolase is clear. Now one more word, I'll write it down for you. That is amma. Just write it down. A-M-A, amma. A-M-A, amma. We call amma. Amma means toxin. Amma means toxin. And how the amma is produced, and how, so what happened? Three dosha is imbalance. Your agni is imbalance, like you, food is not absorbed by your body, it remain in your body. And when it's remain and it's not coming out through the waste, your waste system is affected, right? Your three malais is affected, not properly cleaning your system. So that remain in your body, and then it start rotting. It start rotting and it start and that food particles convert into the toxin, which we call ama. So that ama, if present in your body, that formed many diseases because of that ama. If it is present in your stomach, like you are having like 3 times of the meal, and the food is not absorbed your in your body, and you are not going for poo and pee as well, so it's remaining in your body, and then it converted into the ama, the toxin, start rotting within your body and converting into the toxin. Even if you leave the food outside, what happens? Start rotting, right? The bacteria start converting into, and it's give you bad smells and everything. Same procedure is happening in your body. And then you get the inflammation and other things, colitis, other parts, appendix even happen to you, appendicitis, inflammation in your appendix, that can happen, right? Many problems, you get the cancer, you can get the arthritis. If it is remain in your stomach, you get the gastrointestinal problems like gastric issues, bloating issues. But if it mix with your blood, because ama it's gonna reach every part of your body. When it's mixed with the blood, it reaches to the every part of your body. And when it reaches to the every part of your body, it can create the strokes, hypertension, high blood pressure, strokes, other problems also. And it can imbalance your heat. It can affect your liver, kidneys, bladder, all parts of your body. So this ama, so we have to control our ama, right? How? So solution we're gonna talk about later on. But tomorrow is a Sunday, so off day. Monday we're gonna talk about the Saptadhatu, and then we're gonna understand how this ama is formed. Okay, when we talk, relate this ama to the Saptadhatu. Clear that much? Any doubt till here? So let's end the session here with the one time Om and Shanti. Come into the sitting posture. Keep your back, neck straight, aligned. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Few seconds, inhale and exhale. Now inhale for the one time Om and Shanti. Om. Shanti. 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 Feel the vibration and sensation. Join your both palm. Rub your palm. Place on your eyes. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm, gently open up your eyes with a great smile. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Bless you guys. Meet you at meditation class. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you. Namaste.